My friends, I have a short story to share with you today about shepherds and sheep and a tour bus that was taking tourists through the countryside in Israel. In response to our last video, we received many comments from many of you as to who you think may be the rising Antichrist on the world stage. One characteristic of the Antichrist is that he is not a real leader of people, but rather a driver. A good leader, of course, leads by his good example and by his good character. But the Antichrist is not a leader. He is a driver. The Antichrist drives people. He bullies them. He intimidates them. And he forces his will upon them. He is the worst example. And that reminds me of this story I heard many years ago. In the land of Israel, they have raised sheep for thousands of years, as you know. Sheep are a source of milk from which cheese is made and yogurt is made. Sheep are also a source of wool from which people make outer garments for cold weather. And sheep are even a source of meat, lamb and mutton. Several years ago, a tour bus was taking a busload of tourists through Israel's countryside. The tour guide was eloquent in describing how, very soon, the passengers would be seeing many flocks of sheep. His speech included a heartwarming portrayal of the shepherd-sheep relationship, how the shepherd leads the sheep into green pastures, and how the shepherd gently cares for the sheep. In particular, the tour guide noted that the shepherd does not drive the sheep, but the shepherd leads the sheep. The good shepherd is not harsh or intimidating toward the sheep, and the sheep hear his voice, and they trust the shepherd, and they follow him. Now suddenly, while the tour guide was in the midst of spinning his pastoral tale, he suddenly realized he had lost his audience. All the people were giggling and snickering as they stared out the bus window at a man driving a flock of sheep. The man was throwing rocks at them, yelling at them, and whacking them with a stick. The man was literally doing exactly what the tour guide had just told the tourists that shepherds would never do. The man was driving the sheep from behind rather than leading them from the front, and he was being very aggressive and abusive to the flock of sheep. So the tour guide actually stopped the bus, and the tour guide jumped off the bus, and he confronted the man to ask what in the world he was doing. The tour guide said, "I have just got done telling these tourists that this is not how shepherds treat their flock." "What is going on?" the tour guide demanded to know. And the man responded, "Well, I'm not a shepherd. I'm the butcher."